You could be good today, but instead you choose tomorrow. We put it off. We say, I'm going to get started on the diet. I'm going to get started on the novel. Not going to do it today. I'm going to do it tomorrow. This cycle of postponement is a mirage that distances us from our true potential and the life we aspire to lead. In the wisdom of Buddha, we find a call to action that resonates through time. What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. Today, we stand at the crossroads of intention and action, where the journey of transformation begins not tomorrow, but in the choices we make right now. But what if we chose today? What if the secret to transformation and fulfillment lies not in the grand plans of tomorrow, but in the small, decisive actions we take today? Let's explore 10 life-changing choices inspired by Buddhist wisdom that we can make today, this very moment, to cultivate a more meaningful, peaceful, and fulfilling life. 1. Say yes to what matters. Start your journey towards mindfulness by focusing on the essentials in your life. The wisdom of Buddha shines a light on our common misconception with the words, "The trouble is, you think you have time." This profound statement urges us to wake up to the reality that our time here is finite. Every moment is precious, and how we choose to spend our time reflects what we value most. This lesson teaches us to re-evaluate our daily choices and commitments. Are we investing time in our passions, our loved ones, and activities that nurture our soul? Or are we getting caught up in the trivial, energy-draining tasks that, in the grand scheme of things, don't contribute to our happiness or growth? Let this insight from Buddha encourage us to be more discerning with our yeses. Say yes to deep, meaningful relationships, to passions that set your heart alight, to personal growth and learning, and to taking care of your mental and physical well-being. By prioritizing what truly matters, we can live more fully, making the most of the precious time we have. In doing so, we cultivate a life filled with purpose and joy, ensuring that our days are not just counted, but that each day counts. This mindset shift allows us to detach from the non-essential, freeing us to invest our energy and time in what genuinely brings us fulfillment and peace. Remember, saying yes to what matters often means saying no to distractions and diversions. It's a commitment to living intentionally, honoring our values, and making every moment count. In embracing this philosophy, we not only enrich our own lives, but also become beacons of inspiration and light to those around us. 2. Be disciplined. Embracing discipline is not just about strict routines. It's a foundational step towards achieving a state of enlightenment and inner peace. The Buddha once imparted a timeless piece of wisdom, saying, to enjoy good health, to bring true happiness to one's family, to bring peace to all, one must first discipline and control one's own mind. This profound statement underscores the importance of mastering our thoughts and actions as the key to well-being and harmony in our lives and the lives of those around us. Imagine discipline as the steady hand that guides our decisions, keeping us aligned with our deepest values and goals. It's what motivates us to wake up early for meditation, to choose nourishing foods over fleeting pleasures, and to practice kindness and patience even in challenging situations. By cultivating a disciplined mindset, we not only improve our own lives, but also contribute to a more peaceful, joyful world. Let this wisdom inspire you to embrace discipline in your daily routines, whether that means setting aside time for self-reflection, committing to a regular exercise regimen, or simply being mindful of the words you speak and the thoughts you entertain. Through discipline, we unlock the door to a healthier, happier existence, paving the way for true peace and contentment in our hearts and in our homes. 3. don't suffer in advance. Worrying about the future is like carrying the weight of an invisible backpack filled with stress. It only serves to tire you out before you've even taken a step. Buddha wisely noted, "Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." This profound advice invites us to shed the heavy burden of what-if scenarios and fears about what hasn't happened. Instead, it encourages us to ground ourselves in the present, where life is actually happening. Embracing the present moment is akin to opening a gift you've been given every single day. Each moment is an opportunity to create joy, learn something new, or simply be at peace with oneself. By focusing on the here and now, we give ourselves the opportunity to experience life more deeply and richly. Whether it's savoring a cup of tea, feeling the warmth of the sun, or listening to a loved one, being fully present allows us to appreciate these moments to their fullest. Moreover, living in the present reduces the clutter in our minds, making space for creativity and problem solving. It teaches us to respond rather than react to the challenges we face, providing a sense of control and calmness. Embrace this wisdom to live fully in the now and discover the peace and joy that come from being truly connected to the present moment. This simple yet powerful shift in perspective can transform our daily experiences, leading to a more content and fulfilled life. Engaging fully with the present also fosters gratitude, a key ingredient to happiness, by allowing us to notice and appreciate the beauty and blessings that surround us each day. 4. Stop wasting time. In our fourth lesson, we reflect on a poignant warning from Buddha. The problem is, you think you have time. This isn't just a reminder, it's a wake-up call to evaluate how we spend our days. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it's all too easy to get caught up in activities that don't truly fulfill us, endlessly scrolling through social media, binge-watching TV shows, or procrastinating on tasks that we know are important. Buddha's words challenge us to pause and ask ourselves, are we truly living or just existing? By choosing to use our time wisely, we focus on activities and pursuits that enrich our lives deeply. This could mean dedicating time to self-improvement, like learning a new skill or language. It could involve nurturing our relationships by spending undistracted time with loved ones, engaging in deep conversations, or simply enjoying each other's company. Or it could be as simple as taking time for ourselves, meditating, reading, or engaging in hobbies that bring us joy and fulfillment. Remember, every moment is precious. By being mindful of how we spend our time, we can ensure that our lives are filled with meaningful experiences that truly matter. Let's honor Buddha's wisdom by making conscious choices that enrich our lives and the lives of those around us, making every second count. 5. Control your emotions. Our emotions can often feel like a wild, untamed sea, powerful, unpredictable, and capable of sweeping us away in moments of anger, sadness, or fear. However, these strong feelings don't have to dictate our actions or our state of being. The Buddha offered profound wisdom on this matter, teaching, "You will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger." This means that it's not the external repercussions of our emotions that we should fear, but rather the internal damage they can do to our peace and happiness. Anger, for example, can consume us from the inside, affecting our health, our relationships, and our overall well-being. To navigate through these turbulent emotional waters, we can turn to the practices of mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness teaches us to acknowledge our emotions without letting them take over. It's about observing our feelings as they are, just temporary states of mind that come and go. Meditation, on the other hand, helps us cultivate a deep sense of inner peace and stability. By sitting quietly, focusing on our breath, and letting our thoughts and feelings pass without attachment, We train ourselves to remain calm and centered, even in the midst of emotional storms. Together, these practices empower us to control our reactions to our emotions rather than letting our emotions control us. By doing so, we can find a greater sense of peace and balance in our daily lives. 6. Focus on how far you have left to go. When we reflect on our journey through life, it's natural to find comfort and pride in our past achievements. We may bask in the glory of our successes, relishing the milestones we've conquered along the way. However, if we become too fixated on our past accomplishments, we risk stagnation and complacency. We may feel as though we've reached a plateau, believing that there's nowhere else to go from here. Yet, it is precisely in these moments that Buddha's timeless wisdom resonates most profoundly. Buddha's teachings remind us to shift our focus from dwelling on our past triumphs to looking ahead towards the endless possibilities that lie before us. No matter how difficult or challenging our past experiences may have been, they do not define us. Instead, they serve as stepping stones on our journey of self-discovery and growth. In the words of Buddha, no matter how hard the past, you can always begin again. This powerful message encourages us to release ourselves from the shackles of our past, to let go of any regrets or failures that may hold us back, and to embrace the boundless potential of the present moment. By adopting this forward-thinking mindset, we open ourselves up to a world of opportunity and transformation. We come to understand that life is not a destination, but rather a continuous journey, filled with endless possibilities for renewal and growth. Each new day offers us a chance to reinvent ourselves, to learn from our past mistakes, and to move forward with courage and conviction. It's a reminder that no matter how far we've come, there's always more to learn, more to experience, and more to achieve. So, instead of resting on our laurels and becoming complacent, let us heed Buddha's wisdom and approach each day with a sense of curiosity and determination. Let us embrace change as a natural part of our journey and seize every opportunity to become the best versions of ourselves. For in the end, it is not our past achievements that define us, but rather our willingness to keep moving forward, no matter how far we have left to go. 7. Be patient with yourself and others. Patience, as taught by Buddha, transcends mere endurance of waiting. It embodies a profound spiritual practice that fosters understanding and compassion toward ourselves and others. The concept of patience extends beyond the temporal realm and delves into the realm of emotional and spiritual maturity. It is a virtue that invites us to cultivate a deep sense of empathy and tolerance, recognizing that everyone is on their own journey of growth and self-discovery. When we embody patience in our lives, we acknowledge the inherent imperfections of existence and embrace the fluidity of time. Rather than rushing through life in pursuit of immediate gratification, we learn to navigate the ebb and flow of circumstances with equanimity and grace. Patience encourages us to surrender the need for control and embrace the uncertainty of the present moment, trusting in the natural unfolding of events. Patience serves as a powerful catalyst for personal transformation and inner peace. By cultivating patience with ourselves, we create a nurturing environment for self-growth and self-compassion. Instead of berating ourselves for our perceived shortcomings or failures, we offer ourselves the gentle encouragement and understanding needed to overcome obstacles and evolve into our highest potential. Practicing patience with others fosters deeper connections and harmonious relationships. When we extend patience to those around us, we demonstrate empathy and respect for their unique journeys. Rather than succumbing to judgment or impatience, we offer them the space and support needed to navigate life's challenges with dignity and grace. Patience is not merely a passive acceptance of circumstances. It is an active choice to cultivate wisdom, compassion, and resilience in the face of adversity. By embracing patience as a guiding principle in our lives, we embark on a journey of profound spiritual growth and transformation, forging deeper connections with ourselves, others, and the world around us. 8. Observe your thoughts without judgment. Buddha advised, observe the thoughts and actions without judging them. This practice invites us to cultivate a sense of inner awareness, observing our thoughts and actions as they arise without attaching labels of good or bad to them. Instead of immediately reacting to our thoughts with judgment or criticism, we simply acknowledge their presence and allow them to pass by like clouds in the sky. By observing our thoughts without judgment, we gain insight into the patterns and tendencies of our mind. We begin to recognize that our thoughts are transient and impermanent, arising and dissipating like waves in the ocean. This awareness helps us develop a greater sense of detachment from our thoughts, realizing that they do not define who we are. Observing our thoughts without judgment fosters a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. We come to see that our thoughts are influenced by various factors such as past experiences, cultural conditioning, and external circumstances. With this insight, we can cultivate greater compassion and empathy towards ourselves and others, recognizing that everyone is on their own journey of growth and self-discovery. The practice of observing our thoughts without judgment allows us to cultivate a sense of inner peace and equanimity. Instead of being swept away by the constant stream of thoughts and emotions, we learn to navigate the ebb and flow of our inner landscape with mindfulness and grace. Through this practice, we can free ourselves from the cycle of reactive patterns and cultivate a deeper sense of presence and authenticity in our lives. 9. Accept what you cannot control. Accepting what you cannot control is a cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy, deeply rooted in the understanding of impermanence and the interconnectedness of all things. Buddha's profound insight, accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be, serves as a guiding principle for navigating life's uncertainties. This timeless wisdom encourages us to relinquish our attachment to specific outcomes and instead embrace the fluidity of existence. When we resist what is beyond our control, we create unnecessary suffering for ourselves. The more we grasp and cling to our desires, the more we experience frustration, disappointment, and anxiety. However, by adopting an attitude of acceptance, we free ourselves from the burden of trying to force these circumstances to conform to our wishes. We learn to surrender to the natural flow of life, trusting that everything unfolds according to its own inherent wisdom. Acceptance does not imply passivity or resignation. Rather, it is an act of profound courage and wisdom. It requires us to face reality as it is, without denial or avoidance, and to cultivate the resilience to adapt to changing circumstances. By accepting what we cannot change, we liberate ourselves from the shackles of the past and the anxieties of the future, allowing us to fully engage with the present moment. Through the practice of acceptance, we discover a profound sense of peace and equanimity that transcends the ups and downs of life. We learn to embrace life's imperfections and uncertainties with grace and gratitude, recognizing that every experience, whether joyful or challenging, contributes to our growth and evolution. Acceptance is a profound act of self-love and compassion. It is the recognition that we are not separate from the universe, but intimately connected to it, and that by surrendering to the natural flow of life, we can find freedom and liberation from suffering. As we cultivate acceptance in our hearts, we cultivate a deeper sense of peace, contentment, and fulfillment in our lives. 10. Meditate even for 5 minutes. Meditation, as espoused by the Buddha and echoed throughout Buddhist teachings, holds profound significance in the pursuit of inner peace and spiritual growth. The Buddha's timeless wisdom, encapsulated in the words, "Peace comes from within, do not seek it without," serves as a guiding light for practitioners seeking solace and tranquility amidst life's myriad challenges. This profound insight reminds us that true peace cannot be found in the external world or through the attainment of material possessions, but rather originates from within the depths of our own consciousness. By committing just 5 minutes each day to the practice of meditation, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and inner exploration. In this brief yet sacred window of time, we create a sanctuary for introspection, allowing us to cultivate mindfulness, awareness, and a deep connection with the present moment. Whether we choose to sit in silent contemplation, focus on the rhythm of our breath, or engage in guided meditation, each moment of stillness offers an opportunity to quiet the noise of the mind and awaken to the inherent peace that resides within us. Through regular practice, meditation becomes a transformative tool for navigating the complexities of modern life with grace and resilience. It provides a refuge from the relentless demands of our daily routines, offering a respite where we can find refuge from stress, anxiety, and turmoil. Moreover, as we deepen our meditation practice, we begin to cultivate a sense of equanimity and compassion towards ourselves and others, fostering greater harmony and connection in our relationships and communities. The act of meditating for just 5 minutes a day is not merely a fleeting moment of stillness, but a profound act of self-care and spiritual nourishment. It is a testament to our commitment to prioritize our well-being and cultivate a life of meaning and purpose. So, let us heed the wisdom of the Buddha and embrace the transformative power of meditation, knowing that within these precious moments of stillness lies the key to unlocking the boundless peace that resides within us all. By integrating these Buddhist principles and teachings into your daily life, you embark on a journey towards a more peaceful, mindful existence. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection. Take one step at a time and be kind to yourself along the journey.